Today, I'm going to talk to you all about how you can help your clients show up in AI search results. These are the new rules of authority for PR pros to understand. We always talk about PR in terms of it being a game, and you have to know the rules of the game in order to play. And our industry seems to have changing rules all the time. But this AI answer engine optimization approach takes all of the shifts we've seen recently, including how to basically leverage affiliate marketing, affiliate links, and storytelling, basically aligning a product or a service, an idea, the story that you want to pitch with the right publication at the right time to the right editor, securing that feature. And all of that together, plus what I'm going to talk about today, is how you can help make your clients show up in AI search results. And just a little side note from me to you, or me thinking about this industry that I've been in for 20 years, this is actually really exciting to me because I feel like the importance of what we do as PR pros is coming back into higher relevance than it has been over the last several years and the several shifts that we've seen. It has become more and more challenging to secure the kinds of features that move the needle for our clients. And I've seen a lot of brands start to diversify where they're spending their money, where they're investing their efforts and money and time in order to promote their brands. But with the shift towards AI being answer engines and people getting results that they're asking for information on AI versus search engine optimization, it is now making PR and earned media way more important than ever. So it excites me. I want to know everything I can about it. I want to be able to share with the community so that we can all basically help our clients win this game, get the visibility they deserve and have some, career stability, longevity. Even I've been doing this 20 years. I want to keep doing this and stay relevant and get amazing results for our clients that actually move the needle for their businesses. And the fact that this is what it's going to take now to show up in AI search results, and a lot of it is weighing on us as PR pros to tell these stories on the right outlets. We're going to talk all about this. That's exciting to me, and it should be exciting to you too. So when people are asking you, what's happening with PR in the era of AI, we are going to talk about what that actually takes. So when we want our clients to show up, when somebody asks one of these AI search engines like ChatGPT or Claude for the best blank, like whatever it is in your niche, this is what it's actually going to take. AI models like ChatGPT and Claude, they are becoming the new search engines. So you're going to start to hear AEO, which is answer engine optimization. So instead of SEO, search engine optimization, we are now talking about optimizing the content that you're earning online, earned authority, anything you're putting out in the world that is your owned channels, your SEO, what you put on your website, your blog, all of that is coming into the results that's being factored into what results are being generated by AI. But unlike Google, right now, in this sort of like wild, wild west of AI, you can't game the system with paid ads or those SEO tricks like, keyword stacking and things that we would hear about would actually help SEO boost, their visibility in search results. What's happening is that these AI engines are pulling from trusted authority sources like high authority, high ranking websites. Not junky, spammy garbage, but like top tier, high domain authority sources. And that is what makes PR more valuable than ever. So the issue is that most publicists have been focusing on SEO keywords. Not that that's what we do as our job. Like, we are not SEO agencies, but if you talk to any SEO firm, any SEO expert, and you talk about what you do in PR, they will say, we love publicists. We love the world of PR because it makes our SEO efforts even better. It enhances what we're trying to do with SEO. We kind of would focus on what the client's goals and objectives were, kind of showing up in search for certain aspects of their brand or their product launches. We would try to get stories and try to get outlets that highlight those distinctions that they want to be known for, certain SEO keywords if they're trying to rank for certain topics people are looking for on Google or other search platforms. That is not necessarily playing into like SEO keywords as the kind of goal of defining and amplifying through our features, or even using kind of affiliate placements. That's not what is driving discoverability in this era of AEO. Again, answer engine optimization, or landing in AI search results. AI is not looking there anymore. AI models are designed to deliver reliable answers. We're looking for the robots. Let's just call them the robots. That's what my team and I call them. I always talk about like, oh, the robot helped us with this, or what does your robot say? So the robots, they are designed to deliver reliable answers. So instead of keyword stuffing, which is kind of what the SEO, one of the tactics was in the past, they are pulling from a bunch of different authority-centric places, white papers, expert roundups, Wikipedia. We've even heard sometimes they're pulling from press releases and high authority media outlets. So you want your features that you're securing to come from these top tier high authority websites, because those are the places that the robots are going to be looking for the results they're returning in, their answer. So these answer engines are pulling from press features, from top websites. Okay. So an example of this is that I mentioned it before, but I have a client that is a breast pump company. I've worked with them for many, many years. We have, thankfully, with our clients, they always have kind of a long-term partnership in mind when they work with us. And we love that because we want to basically, continue to build on the momentum we're creating and start to work towards bigger goals, bigger launches, bigger objectives, and compounding the efforts we're making and making them even better and even more impactful. And so a lot of things that happen in the baby and kids space, if you think about like a wedding, you have somebody for about a year from the time they get engaged to the time they're planning a wedding. And so that sort of wedding, industry promotional content is annual in its cycle. And with baby and kids, it's about that same amount of time. It is catching prospective moms or new moms in that sort of annual cycle of being pregnant, registering for baby products, and getting, your products off the registry or buying them yourself, and basically looking for what you're going to bring into your home to help you with your baby and help you with your, pregnancy or delivery, and then your newborn, and then those next few stages. So it's, it's also an annual kind of cycle of content. So we are always looking to get our clients on the best of lists, because there are a bunch of places where new parents look for the products that they want to register for. It's overwhelming. There's so much stuff. And this was, I had my last baby 13 years ago, more than 13 years ago. The amount of stuff out there for new parents, it's crazy. It's overwhelming. And it's even more than there was a decade ago. And as a new parent, you want the best, you want the safest, you want the best innovations. And it's a lot to pull through. And so a lot of these new parents are turning to these authority sites like Babylist and Baby Center, all of the outlets that put out this content, ranking products, talking about the best, talking about the new releases, new innovations. If everybody's going to be looking for a breast pump, here are the top breast pumps for this year based on certain aspects. Is it the quietest? Is it going to give you more milk in less time? That's our clients' positioning. That's their tagline. That's what they want to be known for, and that's what they are becoming known for. That consistency of that messaging, the messaging originated with the marketing team in-house, and we as the PR team, we are taking that positioning and running with it when it comes to earned media. And these lists that we're securing them on, they take a long time because usually there is a mom that has to test it. We have to get the product to them. We have to find the right window of opportunity where they have a tester available to be using the product for a certain period of time when they're considering products for these annual lists. And there is still an affiliate piece. You are going to land on these lists if there is a link associated with the product that can earn that publication money, but they still want the products on the lists to perform as expected or exceed expectations. They're really putting a lot of effort into vetting the products they're putting on these lists. And so those best of lists, those websites that the parents turn to again and again because they know that there's a lot of value, there's a lot of authority in what those sites are saying. AI is looking at those places and also valuing the content that they are putting out there. So AI models looking for the best sources of information to deliver reliable answers is how PR then plays a role in the results that come up in the robots. What are the robots saying? Answer engine optimization. So that example with my client is we worked really hard over many years to get them on best of parenting lists, best breast pump, best, quietest pump, more milk in less time. And now when you search best electric breast pumps of 2025, one of my clients, Motif Medical, shows up not only on ChatGPT, but on Claude and other models. And the interesting thing is it's not the same product that is coming up as a result. It's the brand, but the fact that they're pulling different products shows me that they are pulling from different sources for this information. So it's not just one feature on one outlet, but they're looking kind of everywhere. And we got multiple features for different products on different top authority sites, and those results are coming back in search. And that's not because of SEO, it's because they have been consistently throughout the years featured on credible best of lists in these top outlets. So the problem is we used to look at it, or PR pros might still be focused on SEO keywords or only on affiliate placements, but we have to look more on the prize of getting into these search results or answer results on the different AI platforms. So this mindset shift we have to make is that PR is no longer just about visibility in the media. It's about visibility in AI search results, and every earned media placement is a stepping stone into those answers that people are pulling from when they ask these different tools. This matters because clients at this point can't pay to show up in AI search results. That's not a pay to play opportunity. Right now, earned authority is the only path in. I'm going to repeat that because it's so important. Earned authority, which is what we do as PR pros, that is the only path in. So what I would love for all of us to start doing, just a little mini thought that I had, was start framing these kinds of placements to clients as future-proof visibility. It's not just a press win. We've always talked about leveraging wins for more visibility. It's not just that we land the press result and then we're like, okay, cool, see ya, done. We tell our clients how to leverage them for more visibility, to drive traffic, to drive sales if there's an affiliate link to it, because the more eyes, the more eyeballs, the more conversions of sales from that link, the more times our clients are going to probably be featured by an outlet, or the more likelihood that they're going to stay on those lists. Because another little fun fact for you is that if your client's product is not performing well on the list, they will update the list and they will pull the slow earner. So if there's something that's not converting well, they'll replace it with something else and see if that generates more revenue. So leveraging is really important, but and we would always tell our clients, here's how you can leverage to, make the writer happy, to drive more traffic, more eyeballs, more visibility, more sales. But this new aspect of showing up on these lists is future proofing their visibility. It's not just a press win. So the solution, this is the strategy I want to share for how we can land these opportunities that we know are so valuable and so important now in the era of answer engine optimization. And the interesting thing is that at this date, I still am not hearing a ton of PR professionals talking about this as the goal or the important tactic that they are working toward with their client. So you're here, we're learning this together. And, I might be maybe one step ahead of you. And so I want to share that. But we are still light years ahead of where our clients are thinking, maybe what our competitors are thinking. So the fact that you're listening to this is an advantage. I mean, we're looking at this stuff all the time so that we can be giving you the latest, the most important, what's driving the value of what work we're doing. That's, to me, it's the important aspect of kind of like career or job security. It's knowing that we're providing a service that's still incredibly relevant, and even more relevant now in this era of AI and answer engine optimization than it has been for quite a while, because we've been competing with affiliate sales and influencers and all of the other outlets and places where people are investing, where brands are investing their dollars. Now, PR and earned media, it's not just that visibility from those articles that we're securing, but the future-proof visibility through this answer engine goal of getting returned in these search results. So strategy one, if you are representing a client with a brand that has products, or even an expert that wants to be known in their field for something very specific, prioritize roundups or best of lists. And I say like best of in quotes, because they'll, depending on the outlet, they're going to talk about certain categories of products in a niche, and they're going to say best of, Amazon products or whatever, best vacuum cleaners or whatever. Target outlets that are regularly publishing authoritative lists in your client's niche or their category. That's a tactical tip. And the benefit is that these are the exact types of results that AI pulls into its answers. So when I have seen my client show up, when I ask it about best breast pumps, best electric breast pump of 2025, it will give a link to the source, and they are pulling from best of lists or top registry picks from authoritative sites. The through line is that it is always coming from a place that has high authority in the eyes of the web, essentially. So it's not, you can't like get a domain and just load it with keywords and garbage and try to game the system. These are established websites, high authority, not a lot of like Mickey Mouse weird stuff going on with them, not a pay to play, because that also has an impact on the results that are coming in that the AI is referencing in terms of quality and impact and authority for these sites. They can't game it at this point. Okay. And all of this could change because listen, AI, maybe if you get pro version of ChatGPT, it is a paid service for the user. But at this point, unlike with SEO, you can't pay to rank for certain searches on these AI answer results, right? What we're doing here, this is strategy number 2, is strengthening the authority footprint. We want to pitch high domain authority outlets, secure expert quotes, build a white paper or thought leadership content if that's what would be a better fit for your client, or work with top experts that would be ranking or talking about products that our clients want to be known for. So if there's a baby gear expert, get in good with them, make sure that they are aware of your clients' new product launches and you give them early access to experience your client's product. And then maybe they're putting together independently their own content that is kind of a white paper or some kind of expert quotes on the top products that they have their eyes on. Or if you have a client who is a thought leader, you want them to be consistently putting out, what do they want to be known for? What is their perspective that's different than whatever everyone else is saying? Do they have a framework that they've created? Like a true framework, not like a buzzy marketing, like, oh, I have a framework. And you're like, this is a list. It's not a framework. Do they have something that they are known for, a process they've created that they can consistently talk about over and over and over again, where they are going to then be featured on podcasts, on websites, quoted as an expert, putting out their own thought leadership, talking about it all over the place, having their website copy, their bios all over their social accounts, LinkedIn and Instagram, TikTok, wherever they have a presence online, the copy about them is consistent and says the same thing consistently. If you want to show up in these answer engine results, like an AI search result, then your copy, your positioning cannot be all over the place. It has to be very specific, very consistent all across the board so that your client becomes known for this thing, and all of the places where they're mentioned online aligns with that same positioning. So all of this together, focusing on, thought leadership content or pitching high domain authority outlets, getting on top websites with show notes connected to them and having them disseminated on all of the podcast platforms. All of that, the benefit is that it will expand the number of trusted sources linking back to your client. We love that. That's also what AI happens to love too. Number 3 strategy here is connect PR wins to AI-friendly signals, okay? A tactical tip is that you need to make sure that press wins are highlighted on your client websites, that there is a backlink to that original story source and metadata. So metadata does kind of recall those days of SEO where you're hiding certain keywords or certain phrases in, let's say, the description of an image so that the user can't see it, but the robots can read it. There are ways that you can use this kind of metadata. And again, it might be too technical for us. That's okay. But we have leveraging strategies that we would share with a client that says, listen, we secured this feature for you. We want you to put it on your site, put it on your social channels, promote it to your newsletter, put it everywhere so that it is highlighted on the website. Maybe you're repeating the information with the way that the company has been talked about in this article. There is a link back to it. The more backlinks to an article, it also increases the domain authority of that feature itself. And then the metadata, so that the robots are looking at all of this information and it all points to the same thing and it all says the same thing. It's consistent, it's reliable, high domain authority. They're going to look at that as a reliable result. The benefit is that it helps AI models recognize and associate authority coverage with your client's brand. This is where it's headed for us. It has been going in this direction for quite a while. And at first, I personally was like, oh, this sounds really technical. That sounds like a lot. I'm not a super technical person. Is this I love storytelling. I love writing. I love products. I love finding cool stuff and talking about it and sharing it so that other people can know about the things that I think are cool. And telling stories, finding nuances. How do you set a product apart from the competition? All of that is why I loved PR. I loved it. And I thought, oh my God, is it getting away from what is fundamental to being successful in, the last 20 years of what I've done in this industry? Is it no longer about, the best products or the most interesting launches or certain benefits of a product, setting it apart from the competition? It was all like a game that was like a system that was gamed. And now I truly believe that with this approach, which is AEO, answer engine optimization, it comes back to the bread and butter, honestly, of what it takes in the world of PR to secure top tier earned media. A conclusion for this that you and I need to keep in mind, and a strong call to action for you, because we always end with a strong call to action, just like all of our pitches. Keep in mind, AI pulls from trusted authority, not keywords, not pay to play placements, trusted authority, high domain authority sites, best of lists, expert features, thought leadership. These types of features are gold in this new landscape of AEO. And PR pros are perfectly positioned to help our clients win in AI search results. That's exciting to me, because to me, that is future proofing our businesses as well. So, a call to action for you. I want your clients showing up when someone asks ChatGPT or Claude for the best in their category. I do think that just really understanding that this is moving the needle again in the way that people are looking for suggestions and information and where they're going to get it and where the robots are pulling from. I just think even having that awareness and being able to discuss this with clients is extremely helpful. And also inside the pitch lab, we give monthly strategies and angles that will help you land these best of list features and top authority placements that AI models are pulling from right now. And if you really want to go deep and invest in this as an approach for your business and kind of position yourself as someone who really understands the interplay between earned media and how affiliate marketing kind of does play into that, and answer engine optimization through your efforts, when you're ready to go bigger, that's where the Agency Accelerator gives you those systems and strategies and support to build a six-figure PR agency that's positioned for success in the age of AI. That's where we are now. So if you want to check out more about the Pitch Lab or the Agency Accelerator, you can find them at generationacademy.com. A little bit of final motivation for you. And I was a little bit like, ugh, AI, it's stressing me out. I have now said, okay, we have to fully embrace this. It's not coming for my job yet. Who knows? Things will change, but it can enhance our work. And it is something we need to be aware of when we are working through strategies for clients. So PR is not being replaced by AI. It is actually being amplified by the results coming up in AI questions that they're solving. So if you already have the skills to make your clients visible in this new era, then, you're ready to rock. And it's our time to lean into it. We know what it takes. Let's own it, and let's tell our clients so they understand how important it is to keep us doing what we do best. It is going to keep them visible long term. So that is how you can leverage AI and leverage the results that you're getting, earned authority through securing placements on high domain authority sites that position your client as among the best of the best in these lists. We know how to do that. It is now more important than ever. Take this information, build it into your strategies, have a conversation with your clients so they understand too the importance of what it is we're doing. Go out there and crush it this week. I'll be here crushing it too. And I can't wait to see you next week on another episode of Pitching Powerhouse. See you then.